What's up, guys? M. Jones back in the house again for another in-theater review, and literally just got back in the house again from a long day. Worked all day and then went and saw Baywatch with my wife. It was exactly what I thought it would be. Just a lot of fun. Nothing too crazy. Nothing that I would have to overthink or overanalyze. Just sit back, large popcorn, large Coke, large icy, whatever, and just enjoy. Don't overthink it. This movie was obviously heavily based on the TV series from 1989 through 2001, the show Baywatch, that starred David Hasselhoff as Mitch Buchanan. Well, this movie, The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson, plays Mitch Buchanan, and then Zac Efron played Matt Brody, who I think was the guy, the blonde-haired guy from the show back in the 80s, 90s, that David Chevette. I'm probably saying his name wrong. And then Alexandra Daddario played Summer Quinn, who had a character back in the 80s and 90s. And then C.J. Parker was played by, oh my gosh, I forget her name. I'm having a mind fart right now. The movie was the most cliched movie I've seen in a long time. So cliched. Extremely cliched. But I went into it thinking I'm going to enjoy it just as much as I enjoyed the movie Entourage. Didn't expect anything. Didn't think the critics would like it, which they obviously do not like Baywatch. It's got a really low score of like 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. But I enjoyed it because I didn't expect anything. My hopes were extremely low. And again, I treated it like I did when I saw the movie Entourage. So I really just had a good time with it. But the plot basically is Mitch Buchanan, The Rock, kind of button heads with the new recruit who's Matt Brody, Zac Efron's character. But they're going against some people who they don't know are bad. There's some deception, and there's basically people plotting out to try to destroy the bay that they work on, which is their Baywatch. So that's basically the plot. It's nothing crazy, nothing you're gonna scratch your head. There's nothing surprising. Every cliche in the book, the slow run, which is classic to Baywatch, that I'll be ready, I'll be ready. I love that part when everyone's running real slow and they're playing that song, I'll be ready, classic. Rock was actually really funny in this movie. He could switch off from comedy to being serious a bunch of times, and he was actually really funny. And he kept making fun of Zac Efron in the movie, and it was so funny. Like, there was so many times that he would call him like names loosely based off of like 90s boy bands. Like, he called him NSYNC, for example. He called him New Kids on the Block. He called him Hot Wheels. He called him One Direction. And he even called him High School Musical, which is kind of funny because Zac Efron was in High School Musical back in the day. So like, that was really funny. All the chicks in the movie, very good looking. That didn't hurt anything. And you know, The Rock and Zac Efron, two good looking dudes, so the chicks were happy to see them, and all the guys were happy to see the girls in the movie. But there was a couple cool cameos in this movie too. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but there was a couple cameos I was like, very cool. I think the movie could hint towards a sequel too. That's not going to ruin anything, but there could be a sequel. There was like, the villain in the movie was a female, and she was a Bollywood star, which Bollywood's huge in India. It's kind of like the Hollywood over there. But she usually does movies in India. But her last name was her name was like something, it started with a V. Last name was like Chorpa or something like that. I forget her first name, like Victoria Chorpka, something like that. But just a very pretty Indian girl, and isn't really known in the States, but she's definitely gonna be known now. She really did a good job as the antagonist. But again, nothing crazy. Just enjoyed myself. I gave the movie a solid, I'll say 3 out of 5. It was fun, and it was funny at times. The action was really cool, not too far-fetched, but it wasn't a great movie. It was just fun to watch. But the critics are just crapping all over this movie. I mean, I gave it a 3 out of 5. They're giving it like a 1/10 of like out of 5. Like, they're giving nothing. And The Rock even said on his Twitter, which I thought was really smart of him, is this movie was not intended for critics to like it, which he's 100% right. But the common man, common female, oh yeah, it was fun. So go check it out. I think it's going to look really cool in like a 4K or a Blu-ray, like high definition television. I think it's going to look really cool when it comes out to buy. So it might have to be, might have to be recruited in the old M. Jones family. But we'll see. Anyway, you guys take it easy, and K.